Hello everybody, welcome back. Hope everyone's having a great day today. Today is my 500 subscriber giveaway, and I'm giving away a hobby box of 1999 Bowman football cards. And just like how I do my giveaways every month, we're going to be doing a giveaway race. There's 16 entries in this giveaway, so those of you that are entered have a pretty good chance of winning. Like I said I was going to do, I assigned the cars based on your number of entry, and so first entry got the car that finished first in points of this year, because I'm using the 2002 car set, or Winston Cup car set, and so the first person in got the number 1 seed, or the driver won the championship. Second person in got the number 2 seed, or driver finished second in the championship, and so on and so forth. And so I got that set up. So there's 16 of you entered in. So good luck to everybody. Before we get started, even though in the comments I let everyone know what car they're getting, I'm going to just let you guys see your car. So I'm sure not that all of you aren't familiar with NASCAR, and or maybe with these drivers, because this is the 2002 car set, and this is the pretty much era of NASCAR that I remember I grew up with. I remember watching as a teenager, and to me this is when NASCAR was at its prime. And so this is, honestly, these years of NASCAR or this era of NASCAR is, to me, probably the best era of NASCAR. And a lot of NASCAR fans will agree with that. So starting us off, we have Maybe Sports Cards. You have Rusty Wallace's car. Brian Olson, you have Mark Martin's. Jason VT Sports Guy, you have Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s. Ken's Cardboard, you have Bill Elliott's. Harrison Wheeler, you have Ryan Newman's. Grade Worthy Trading Cards, you have Michael Waltrip's. Charm C, you have Matt Kenseth. Jacob Lynn, you have Bobby Labonte. Card Guy, you have Tony Stewart. DeBuff Man, you have Jeff Gordon. The Card Dojo, you have Ricky Rudd. Carmen, not in San Diego, you have Ricky Craven. Porter Johnson, you have Jimmy Johnson. And this is actually his rookie year. Same with Ryan Newman, this was his rookie year also. If Sports Card, you have Dale Jarrett. Joey the Collector, you have Kurt Busch. And Ryan Womack, you have Jeff Burton. So those are the 16 entries into this race. We're going to be racing at Bristol Motor Speedway again. This is where I raced last month for the giveaway. Just figured it'd be a great track to do it at. Bristol, especially this Bristol before it was repaved and reconfigured. Bristol. This is the Bristol track I think they used from 1993 to 2007, and this is considered, among racing fans, was considered to be like the perfect racetrack and a perfect example of why you don't mess with perfection, because this is just one of the most phenomenal racetracks. It's known as Thunder Valley, the world's fastest conveyor belt, and a lot of tempers fly at this racetrack. We're going to be doing 75 laps here, and so let's get this race going. Okay, first off, going to qualify the field.
Drivers.
That way we can see who get it randomly started. Starting on the pole is going to be Maybe Sports Cards. Second, the Card Guy. Third, you guys can see that, so you can just see where your car is starting at. So let's get this thing racing. Pace car is starting to roll. Let me get a drink of water, because I actually remember my water this time. Leading us down to the green flag is Rusty Wallace. Tony Stewart to his outside. Coming to the green flag, and here we go racing. Tony Stewart gets a good jump on the outside, but isn't good enough. Rusty Wallace comes fighting back to the inside. Third place is Mark Martin, but Ricky Rudd's trying to get underneath him. Tony Stewart might have just bounced off the outside wall. I'm not sure. But he did get real close to it. Ricky Rudd's now moving up to third. Rusty Wallace continues to lead, but he has a Tony Stewart gets a great run on the inside, charging down, pulling to the inside. Tony Stewart takes the lead from Rusty Wallace. Rusty Wallace bounces off the outside wall. Here comes Kurt Busch up to third place. Kurt Busch is now in the back bumper. Rusty Wallace trying to get around him for second. We have Mark Martin third, Matt Kenseth coming up to fourth, Ricky Rudd falling back to fifth. Tony Stewart continues to lead this race. The race is getting a little bit strung out. Rusty Wallace is running second. Third is Kurt Busch. Fourth is Mark Martin, but he's now coming underneath Kurt Busch, trying to get that lead. They get together a little bit coming out of turn 4. Look like we had a car go around on the front stretch, but the caution didn't come out, so it must not be anything bad. Kurt Busch bounces off the wall coming out of turn 2. Going back to the 5th place, this is where the big battle's at. Everyone else up front's gone single file a bit. Jeff Burton's running in 5th, followed by Matt Kenseth. Dale Earnhardt Jr. now moves underneath Dale Jarrett for position, but here comes Jeff Burton moving up underneath Kurt Busch, trying to take away that 4th position. Look like we have a battle up there for 2nd place. Mark Martin's getting underneath Rusty Wallace, going up for that 2nd position. Rusty Wallace slides up the racetrack, bounces off the wall. Look like up front we have Tony Stewart. He's really pulling away from this race. We're 6 laps into it, and look like Bobby Labonte might have been the car that spun out. He's currently running in last place, trying to stay on the lead lap. What he desperately needs is a caution flag right now. Mark Martin's running 2nd. 3rd place, Rusty Wallace. 4th, Jeff Burton. 5th, Matt Kenseth. 6th, Dale Earnhardt Jr. We have the battle back here for 7th. Actually, 8th. Or is this 7th? 7th, Kurt Busch. Looks like Ryan Newman and Bill Elliott are side-by-side position. Bill Elliott clears Ryan Newman for position, though. Here comes Ricky Craven. Look, he's trying to get underneath Kurt Busch. Not sure he's going to be able to do it, but looks like he's going to get underneath him going off in turn 3. Ricky Craven comes up in front of Kurt Busch, clears him. Kurt Busch bounces off the wall. Billy gets by him also. Here comes Ryan Newman to challenge him for position. Ryan Newman comes underneath Kurt Busch, coming out of turn 4. Kurt Busch bounces off the wall again, but gets into Dale Jarrett. Dale Jarrett clears him. Kurt Busch is just going backwards. This isn't the way you want your car to go. This race is getting pretty strung out pretty quickly. Look like a little bit further up in the pack. Get back up there. Ryan Newman gets around Ricky Craven. Now he sets his eyes on Bill Elliott. Let's head back up towards the front to see how things are going up there. We have Jeff Gordon as the first car to go a lap down, unfortunately. Looked like he may have got turned around and no caution flag came out for him. Also, he gets into Jeff Burton. Cars are starting to cram up behind him. Yellow flag should be out. And that's going to be Rusty Wallace and Matt Kenseth involved in that accident. A couple cars bounce off the outside wall, but none of them take major damage, it looks like. See exactly what happened, even though we kind of already saw it. Let's see that replay one more time. It looks like coming out of turn 2, that he just bounces off the wall and gets into Burton. And then just the accordion effect behind him. Rusty Wallace and Matt Kenseth unfortunately just had nowhere to go. But still early enough in this race that for those two, their race isn't done yet. They still have plenty of time to get up to the front. But for Jeff Gordon, he's now trapped a lap down, which is highly unfortunate for him. The lights are off on the pace car. Card guy, he's going to be leading us down to the green flag. We have 2 cars that are lapped down, which is Bobby Labonte and Jeff Gordon. We have Mark Martin 3rd, Mark Martin 2nd, 3rd is Jeff Burton, 4th Dale Earnhardt Jr. Pace car pulls off, getting ready to take the green flag, and here we go back to green. Tony Stewart takes the green flag. Bobby Labonte hangs in there with him, though. He's wanting to get his lap back, and here comes Jeff Gordon trying to find his way underneath Bobby Labonte. Tony Stewart bounced off the wall and hands the lead over to Jeff Burton, who was running 3rd, but he really made his way back up through that field. Tony Stewart, he's starting to slide back now. Took some heavy damage when he bounced off that wall. Now, if you look, I have another change for the lead. We have We have Dale Earnhardt Jr. He's going up to the lead now. We have a car down the apron. That's Ricky Craven in the Tide car. Get back up to the front here. We have Dale Earnhardt Jr. leading this race, followed by Bill Elliott, who's coming down to the inside, pulling to the inside, going for the lead. And looks like Ryan Newman's going to try to follow him through. Bill Elliott clears him. Here comes Ryan Newman underneath him for the lead. Underneath him, taking him 2nd. And Ryan Newman now is challenging for the lead. Bill Elliott holds him off, though. Coming out of turn 2, Billy has about a 2.5 car lead over Newman. Junior's right behind him. Stewart's running running fourth, followed by Mark Martin fifth. Bill Elliott slides up the racetrack, bounces off the wall. Here comes Ryan Newman trying to close up on him, but wasn't able to get a bumper there. But here comes Bill Elliott, slams the racetrack. Ryan Newman comes underneath him. They get together, coming out of the corner. Ryan Newman slides down the racetrack, comes up the racetrack, gets into... Oh! Ryan Newman collects Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Tony Stewart, gets nailed by Matt Kenseth. Might be the end of their day. Caution's going to be out again. So here's the replay. Ryan Newman tries to get underneath of Bill Elliott. Makes contact, slides down the racetrack, and just collects Jr. and Tony Stewart. And then Matt Kenseth just comes in and slams him along with Ricky Rudd. Looks like Newman and Kenseth, they're going to be done for the day. Unfortunately for them. But on the bright side, Bobby Labonte gets back on the lead lap. So Jacob Blinn, I believe that's your car. That puts you back on the lead lap, so you're back in this thing now. The lights are off on the pace car once more. Bill Elliott has the lead. There were 3 drivers eliminated from the race in that wreck. Charm C, Harrison Wheeler, and the Car Dojo. Unfortunately, all 3 of your guys' day is done. So we're getting ready to go back to green. Jeff Gordon still lapped down. Bill Elliott leads us down to the green flag, and he gets a great jump on the field. Elliott clears the lap car of Jeff Gordon to the inside. Here comes Mark Martin trying to get around on the outside, but isn't able to. Here comes Dale Jarrett down to the inside. It looks like it might have a get-together. Camera was not focused on it. Let me get it back around. We have a 3-car breakaway. Bill Elliott, Gordon a lap down, and Mark Martin up the front. We have a couple cars that get up in the wall. Kurt Busch is one of them. Also, Dale Jarrett. Yellow flag is out. Coming back to the start-finish line. See exactly what happened. So it looks like Jarrett maybe bounced off the wall and was going slow. And they just get 3 wide, and Kurt Busch just gets turned, hit by Bobby Labonte. But both of those cars will be able to continue. They both just took minor damage, or Bobby Labonte was already heavily damaged, but so it's hard to tell exactly what it did to his car. But Kurt Busch, it's not going to affect him a whole lot. Lights are off on the pace car once more. Again, Billy, it's going to be leading us down to the green flag. Jeff Gordon still caught a lap down. Hopefully, we'll see if Gordon's able to get his lap back or not. But his car doesn't seem to be running up to speed, so it's going to be hard for him. Doesn't like he's going to this time. Billy takes the green flag. It's a great jump on the field. And again, Mark Martin stuck to the outside. Here comes Rusty Wallace, though, down the inside of Mark Martin. Went the wrong way. And we have a new car in second place. Here comes Rusty Wallace. They come underneath Jeff Gordon. Jeff Gordon bounces off the wall. Got 3 wide battling for position back in the pack. Rusty Wallace, though, is pulled up to second place, but here comes Jeff Burton diving to the inside of Wallace. Burton clears him coming out of 2. Actually out of 4. Craven moves up to 3rd place. Rusty Wallace back to 4th. 5th is Dale Earnhardt Jr. 6th is Tony Stewart. Tony Stewart's now coming back at Craven, dives underneath and going off in turn 2. Craven slides up, bounces off the wall, and now Tony Stewart's back up to 3rd place. Rusty Wallace back up to 3rd. Tony Stewart slides up the racetrack. Dale Earnhardt Jr. gets to his inside. Dale Earnhardt Jr. is moving up, trying to move up into the top 5. Clears Tony Stewart. Jr. is up to 6th. Here comes, battle for the lead. Jeff Burton goes underneath Bill Elliott. Coming out of turn 4. Now coming out of turn 2, Jeff Burton has a really good lead over Bill Elliott. Now Bill Elliott's being challenged for position by Rusty Wallace. Rusty Wallace comes underneath him. Coming out of turn 4, going off turn 2, going off turn 1, Rusty Wallace has the position. Bill Elliott slides up the racetrack, bounces it off the wall. Puts Rusty Wallace up to 2nd place. Dale Earnhardt Jr. now sets his sights on Bill Elliott, closes up in on his back bumper. Bill Elliott's now is trying to hold him off for position, but Junior's right there. Got Craven 5th. 6th is going to be Jarrett. 7th, Tony Stewart. 8th, Kurt Busch. 9th, Michael Waltrip. 10th is Jimmy Johnson, trying to get the Michael Waltrip's machine. It isn't quite able to do it. 11th is Mark Martin. He's fallen way back in the field and lap down in 11th. In 12th is Jeff Gordon, back up to the lead. Jeff Burton has just taken a commanding lead over this field. Rusty Wallace is trying to chase him down, but there's just a huge gap in between them. Looks like he has almost a full straightaway lead over him. So he looks like if he's going to be able to chase him down, he's probably going to need a caution in order to be able to do it. Bill Elliott's continuing to run in 3rd place. Junior's running 4th. Not a whole lot going on right now. Everyone's pretty much gone single file. Things have calmed down. Like the closest battle we have right now is Jimmy Johnson trying to close up on Tony Stewart. Or actually, we have 2 cars battling at it. Battle for 9th. Michael Waltrip is now being passed by Mark Martin. Mark Martin moves up to 9th place. Michael Waltrip bounces off the wall. Jeff Gordon comes at the outside of him, which he's a lap down right now. And here comes Kurt Busch underneath him. Kurt Busch now sets his eyes on Michael Waltrip. Michael Waltrip slides with the racetrack, almost gets in the wall, but he gets into Kurt Busch instead. 2 cars bounce off each other, but both cars continue to point the same direction. Kurt Busch gets a little bit loose. Looks like the yellow flag is out. Looks like Ricky Craven might have got turned around. See exactly how that happened. So what it looks like, Ricky Craven, who's running in 4th place at the time, just bounces it off of Dale Earnhardt Jr. Doesn't take a lot of damage, just slides down to the inside. Lights are off on the pace car once again. We have 20 laps left to go. That giant lead that Jeff Burton had is now gone. And we're going to be restarting. Jeff Gordon's again still trapped a lap down on the inside. Rusty Wallace is restarting in 2nd place. 3rd is Junior, and looks like Burton gets a great start on the field. Rusty Wallace, though, is going to get hung on that outside. He's going to fall back in position. Jeff Burton is continuing to pull away from this race. Dale Earnhardt Jr. has moved up to 2nd place with Bill Elliott all over his back bumper. Again, keep going the wrong direction. Oh, we have Tony Stewart hard in the inside wall. Doesn't look like the caution flag is going to be coming out, though. Back up front, Jeff Burton continuing to lead this thing. Billy has gone around Junior for 2nd. Junior's fallen back to 3rd place. Rusty Wallace is 4th. 5th is Mark Martin. Dale Jarrett just got around the lap machine of Jeff Gordon. It looks like Craven's going to do the same thing. Here comes Bobby Labonte to the inside of Gordon, trying to get by him also. Caution may be out. Cars are slowing down. Caution flag is out. Not sure what happened, though. So it looks like what happened, Kurt Busch coming out of turn 4 just slides up the racetrack into Waltrip. He gets turned around. Pace car's off the racetrack, restarting with 12 laps to go. Jeff Burton tries to get a great start, but gets held up. Jeff Gordon's actually able to stick with him this time. Forcing him up to the outside. Here comes Bill Elliott up to the lead, followed by Rusty Wallace. The one time that Burton really needed to clear Jeff Gordon, he's not able to do it. So he's left back there battling for position with a bunch of other cars, and they're just bouncing off each other. Well, meanwhile, Billy and Rusty Wallace have pulled away from this racetrack. Billy slides up the racetrack. Here comes Rusty Wallace to the inside. Rusty Wallace to the lead. Billy slides up the racetrack, and now Jeff Jr. is closing up on his back bumper. Rusty Wallace is seen to try to pull away from this racetrack. Billy gets it back together, though, and comes after him. Coming to the line, we have 8 laps to go. Caution is out. Not sure exactly what happened, but looks like we're going to have a shootout at the end of this thing. Because we're probably going to go green flag racing, probably about 2, maybe 3 laps to go. So this will be should be a good finish. So if you watch Tony Stewart in the number 20 Home Depot car, he's just in that gangle of cars, and they just get all jammed up. He gets turned along with Jimmy Johnson. bunch of other cards take some damage in it, but it looks like nobody's going to be eliminated as of yet. But this is going to set things up for what should be a really good finish. The lights are off on the pace car. Looks like we're going to be going back to green flag racing with 4 laps to go. Rusty Walls is leading this thing. Back in the day, Bristol was his playground. He dominated back here. Dominated here back in the 90s and early 2000s, mostly 90s. And he was a very good short track racer. So he's going to have to hold off Bill Elliott and Dale Earnhardt Jr. if he's going to win this thing. But even if you're not in that top 3, with the way this thing's been going, you still have a really good shot at it. Pace car is pulling off. Rusty Wallace leads us down to the green flag, which was going to be a great shot. He gets a great restart on the field. Pulls off to about a 3-4 car length lead right off the bat. Bill Elliott's now just trying to hold off a position for against Dale Earnhardt Jr. Not sure if they're going to have time to chase him down, though. Jeff Burton moves up to 4th place. Rusty Wallace is setting sail on this field, which is exactly what he wanted to see. Now Jeff, looks like Jr. gets underneath Bill Elliott for position. And they're back there battling, which is exactly what Rusty Wallace wanted to see. He's continuing to pull away from this thing. 2 laps to go. Rusty Wallace has just cleared everybody. He's pulling away. Junior's up to 2nd, but unless something big happens, he's not going to have time to chase him down. Coming out of turn 4, coming down, taking the white flag, bouncing off the wall, though. That's not a good thing. Here comes Rusty Wallace. Tony Stewart's coming out of the pits. Look like he's done. Look like he was off the pace. Here comes Jeff Burton up to 2nd place. Rusty Wallace leads us down, going to turn 3. Jeff Burton started chasing him down, coming out turn 4 the final time. Congratulations, Maybe Sports Cards. You are the winner of the 500 subscriber giveaway. Even though you're involved in that first wreck at the beginning, like I said, you weren't out of this thing, and your car came back with vengeance to win this thing. So congratulations. That was a great race. I don't have your guys' address, so you guys have until Tuesday when I post my Touchdown Tuesday video to reach out to me. Congratulations on that. And thank you so much to everybody for supporting. Couldn't hit 500 subscribers without you guys. I just never thought it'd get to be this big. Never thought I'd make as many friends as I've made in this community. This is such an awesome community. Do a quick look. Only had 3 cars who didn't finish the race. Jacob Lynn, you finished 12 laps down. The Card Guy 2 laps down, and DeBuff Man 1 lap down. Top 10 was all finished on the lead lap. And Maybe Sports Cards, that was just, you guys did what you needed to do in order to win this race, so congratulations. And again, just thank you so much to everyone who's been supporting my channel. Looking forward to hitting my next milestone. Probably going to do another giveaway at 750. So, I'll be looking forward to that. But again, just thank you so much for all the support, and congratulations at the end of Maybe Sports Cards. Like I said, just reach out to me with your address, and I'll send that box of 1999 Bowman football cards your way, or the hobby box of it. My next video is going to be on Tuesday for Touchdown Tuesday. Still trying to decide what exactly I want to rip into. Not 100% sure yet. It's gonna be a throwback though. I think I'm leaning towards doing a 1992 action-packed rip. It'll probably be a 2-part rip. So I'll probably do part 1 of that on Tuesday. So make sure you tune in for that video. It's going to be a lot of fun. So make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that yet, and leave a comment down below. Enjoy communicating with everybody and getting to know everyone. Thanks again. So everyone take care, stay healthy. Until next time, later.